Visually Impaired Program Retirement 2016, Almansor Court, June 11th. Michael, you have style with a capital S.
Michael, RVI fashion plate. He's a 1 in a million guy. The style, he's cool and grand. Oh shoot, can we start over? I can't sing the time. I'm sorry. No, it's just not. Here we are. Michael, RVI fashion plate. A 1 in a million man. With style, he's cool and grand. He's debonair, he's full of care. He's classy and he's hip. He's RVI, go-to guy. Now, in retirement, it's Scotty pick him up. With Spock, he'll share a cup. 2 distant worlds on Fulmore Drive. Trekking on. No relative in space.
So it's truly my pleasure to get to talk about how special Michael Robbins is. As the resident geek, let me get some statistics out of the way. So in 1984, Michael started with the district as a sub-assistant. That's when he discovered that he had an interest in special education. In 1985, he taught in general ed, a 4th, 5th combination class. And then in 1987, which was the year that changed all of our lives, he met Joy and he came to Glen to teach as an MDB teacher, where he stayed until 1994. And then what? Morocco? Camels? Casablanca? You must remember this. Michael shared the skills of BI with the world. In 1997, he returned to our program as an itinerant teacher, and there he put us all to shame with all of his expertise in every area, whether it was functional vision assessing, program specialist, mentor, Carlson teacher. He presented at many CTEVH, CTEVVI, and he did all this with style, with a capital S. 2006, he moved to Carnegie to be the resource room teacher, and he became a leader in the school as he became a leader in everything he did, as a department chair there and leading the school committees. And just a few years ago, many of you may not know that he was actually named the City of Carson's Teacher of the Year. Made finger puppets cool. I remember hearing and sort of seeing Michael drift in and out when I was a teacher at Brooklyn, but I remember my first real memory of Michael was when he gave a professional development on how to conduct a functional vision assessment. And not only was it so well organized and fun, but he gave everyone a little baggie with items that they could use for their assessments, including that little finger puppet. I'm always in awe. He set goals for himself. I found he's competitive with himself, not with others, but with himself. So whatever goals he set, he accomplished. Whether it was taking class after class to get to the top of that salary point schedule, purchasing a home, but not just any home. He has Knott's Berry Farm in his backyard. Learning how to make and edit movies on the computer to help students make connections to learning while having fun in the process. And remember those salary points I talked about? Well, not only did he complete those 99 salary points that he needed to get in just a couple of years, he pushed through, he decided that goal was not enough. So he just shared with me that he took a Photoshop class this year so he could make 100 points. And does he ever get old? I was talking to Barbara Piersmeyer a couple days ago when I shared a photo, my favorite photo of Michael as a Star Trek. And she said, he looks like he's 10 years old. He's a fanatic for Amoeba Records, and he told me that he doesn't mind coming up to LA for any of the professional developments because that gave him an excuse to go to Hollywood and explore the music office. He has an incredible work ethic. I remember exchanging emails with him one evening late, it was probably close to 10 o'clock, and then discovered later that he was at school running these. I'm gonna miss that smile. That soothing voice he has and that feeling of welcome whenever I walk into his classroom. He's brought prestige to our program. You know the rest.
This is for you as well. 31 years of service.
Well, I'm kind of at a loss for words. No, I'm not. I'm not at a loss. Of all days for me not to wear a tie. But anyhow, I really didn't plan on saying more than just a thank you, but looking around, gosh. I mean, I think as Lori was speaking, I don't know if Lori, if Phyllis shared with you, but my first classroom observation at Blend was your room, I believe back in 1987, in May of 1987. You were still in room 2, if I'm not mistaken, by the cafeteria. Is that correct? Room 1, right next to the cafeteria. And that was my very first exposure to VI. Now, for those of you who don't know, I never planned on working with the visually impaired. I was a general ed teacher, and I knew I was going to go into special ed. And the one branch of special ed, I said, I'll never do this, but I should at least give it a shot. I said, let me go visit a program for the visually impaired, just to see what it's like, just to cross off my list saying, I gave it a chance. So there I am, called Joy Efron, and she welcomed me. I was working at Menlo Avenue School at the time, and we were on the year-round system. So it was in the springtime, I had my, it was 3 weeks off. And so Joy allowed me to go down to visit. And I believe it was on a Thursday of that week that I went. First class I walked into, I believe it was Lori Schindler's and all the little kids doing Braille. And I was so like taken aback. And I had all of these preconceived notions of what VI was all about and how I would never be able to even consider something like that. It was at the point where when I was in there observing the students reading the Braille, I asked one of the little students to show me his hand. I wanted to see if there were little computer chips or something. How can they translate these dots into knowledge? And I didn't get it. Well, anyhow, by the end of that first day of observation, I had asked to come back a second day because I started getting hooked. And by that weekend, I had the revelation that VI was for me. This was way back in 1987. And I knew when that revelation came that I had made the right decision, that for the rest of my life, beyond retirement, VI would be a part of my life. And I've never had regrets. When I was in Morocco, I was teaching in a school for the blind for 3 years. So VI has always been a part of my life and will always continue to be a part of my life. And there's so many people here as I look around, you know, it's kind of like I've lost track of just how big our VI family is. I mean, this is like, it's what you call mind-boggling. But the thing is, you know, everybody here has played a part in my life and has shaped the person I am today. And because I don't want to let VI disappear from my life, as they stated, I live real close to Knott's Farm, and right on the other side of Knott's Farm is the Braille Institute of Anaheim. I've made connections with them. They know that come January that I'll start volunteering there just to keep the VI dream alive. And but they also know that for the next 6 months, don't call me. And really, I mean, there are too many people to thank, but you all know, you know, from the bottom of my heart, just how much you mean to me. And I'm actually feeling kind of bad about retiring. But not bad enough to say that one more day beyond Monday. Live long and prosper.
Michael, your dedication brought prestige to our program. Live long and prosper.